right, we are going to do page 2 of the Unit 2 pre-assessment in Bridges for 5th grade. Those of you who just finished watching page 1, here we go with page 2. Number 6, which is a better buy? Explain your thinking using words, numbers, or sketches. So we have A, says 4 cans for $3 or 8 cans for $6. So we have to be able to compare them. So I went ahead and created a ratio table. So 4 cans for 3 or 6 for 8. We need to have either common can numbers or we need to have the same amount at the bottom in order to compare the two. You can't compare $3 to $8 when it's 6 cans and 4 cans. So I am going to go ahead and cut this in half. So if I cut it in half, I then have 2 cans, and if I cut $3 in half, I then have $1.50. Well, that's still not anything compared to down below, but now I can take my 4 cans and my 2 cans and add them together and get 6 cans, and my $3 and $1.50 and get $4.50. So now I know for 6 cans it's $4.50. And for 6 cans here, it's $8. So it is a much better deal to get the 4 cans for $3 opposed to the 6 cans for $8. This is the better buy. Okay, on problem B, it says 5 cans for $6 or 8 cans for $10. Again, we're going to do it the same way. I built a ratio table here. So we have 5 cans for 6 or 8 for 10. We can do this however you'd like. You can go and try and match the cans, or you can match the amount of money. It's completely up to you. So I'm going to go ahead and double, let's see, if I can't cut this in half because I can't have 2.5 cans. You either have 3 cans or you have 2 cans, but you can't buy 2.5 cans. So I'm going to double this to get 10 cans and double this to get $12, right? So I times them by 2. And now I have $12 and $10. Well, that's not going to work. So I'm going to then, let's see. I can cut this one in half or I can double it. If I double it, I have $20 and I then have 16 cans. Well, now I have 10 cans and 16 cans, $12 and $20. I could just keep going. I could see if there's anything in common. I'm going to go ahead and double this again. I'll get 20 cans for $24. Okay, so now still that's comparing something totally different, so I have to keep on going. So if I do, let's see, maybe I could add something. So if I add 10 and 20, I then have 30 cans and I have $36 if I add these together, right? So now I can add 10 and 20, I'll get 30, and 8 plus 6, I'll get 24. I'm getting closer to having something in common. So now I have $30 and $36. Those don't match either, so I have to keep going on my ratio table. So now I will add, let's see, 24 and 36, and I will get 60. And if I add 20 and 30, I get 50. So for 50 cans, it's $60. So now I have 60, and here's 30, so I can double this and double the top. Ooh, so now I have the same amount, $60 and $60. Comparing my cans, it is a better buy to get 8 cans for $10. So that one would be 8 cans for $10 is a better buy. Excuse me. Looking at number 7, Sean made a mix of lettuce seeds to plant. The mix has 1/2 cup of green leaf seeds, 2 2/3 cups red leaf seeds, and 1 1/4 cups bronze leaf seeds. How many cups of seeds does Sean have to plant? Show your work. All right, for this problem, I went ahead and created common denominators. So we had 1/2 plus 2 2/3 plus 1 1/4. So I know that 1/2 is the same thing as 6/12. I went ahead and made a little clock here. Whoops, and it's upside down. So on a clock, 1/2 is the same thing as 6/12, so I converted that to 6/12 here. And 2, I can leave the 2 whole. And then 8/12 is the same thing as 2/3. If I cut my clock into thirds, 1 2/3, here I am on the 8 hand. So I have 8/12. So 2 and 8/12. Plus, here's a 4th. If I color 1/4 of the clock, it's 3/12. So I change 1 1/4 to 1 3/12. Now I can add them all together because I have common denominators on all of them. So it was easier for me to convert to using clocks and time rather than using money because you can't divide a dollar into 3 equal groups. So 6/12 plus 2 and 8/12 plus 1 3/12. The first thing I want to do is add up my whole numbers, so I have 3. And now I have 6 plus 8 is 14, plus 3 more is 17/12. There's still a whole amount in here. So I know that 12/12 is 1 whole. So if I take 12/12 out of here, I now would have to take my 12/12 out, which is the same thing as 1 whole, and add it to my 3, so I would now have 4. And if I took 12/12 out of here, I would have 5/12 left. So my answer would be 4 5/12. All right, last one on this page. I have Craig and Abby. Abby is 5.5 feet, and Craig is 5 1/3 feet tall. Who is taller and how much? Show your work. So again, we have to compare using the same denominator. So I thought this one would be easiest to use a ratio table. So I went ahead and did Abby's 5 1/2. I doubled it to get 5 2/4. And then with Craig, I had 5 1/3. I went ahead and doubled it to get 5 2/6, but they're still not common denominators. So now I need to get either Craig's to match Abby's or Abby's to match Craig's. So looking here, I can see that 2 plus 4, if I add these 2 columns together, I would then get 6, and 1 and 2, 3. So now I can change it up and say that Abby is 5 3/6, and Craig is 5 2/6. So who is taller? Abby. Abby is taller, and how much? She is taller by 1/6 feet. And that's it for page 2.